Welcome. We are live. Welcome to Square Work Media, and we are live. Welcome to Square Work Media Studio, guys. We are live, and I have just taken my medicine. I made a post about it. You know, I just think it's crazy that these people just feel like that automatically because I nod off or whatever, and I'm wanting to do a recovery stream. People, listen, I am in recovery. Did I relapse? No. I only came close to relapsing that day that they called the cops and sent them out here that time when, you know, back then. I did almost relapse that day. I was really close to it. And the fact that you guys were fucking with me so bad that I even considered thinking about doing that shows your effect on me. Like, do you think by making videos doxing me fully and stuff, but then giving me shit about accidentally having on more than one occasion people's names be revealed and then doxing Herbal's names intently and stuff, where you guys have doxed everything of mine? You are out of your mind. And then what's this argument I hear of Fusion earlier? I want to play it real quick because it doesn't make any sense. Because Fusion, this is something you like to say all the time. It's a god dang troll. It's not a troll, bro. It's not a troll. It's not a troll if somebody don't look. Okay. Trolling is like, oh, are you kidding me? Like me telling somebody that they mess up their whole video and we can't hear it. And then they go and they look at it and guess what? It's fine. And they were freaking out for nothing. That's an example of a harmless but still got somebody stressed out troll. Your trolls, if you can even call them that, give people nervous breakdowns. You call me faggot and different things. So I want to know what this means. I don't even want to give the channel, but this is the only channel.
Where as a fucking,
and as you can tell,
I didn't go to Haytag to put hands on Square. I went to Haytag to address Square as a fucking man without the comfort of this.
Without the comfort of what? This internet. But see, that's the problem with people with that thinking, no, like Mike, like all of y'all. Like, unless I want to associate with y'all outside the internet, you ain't got no right to try to make yourself associate with me outside the internet. But going on, like I said, I'm cool. I forgave Mike. What these people are trying to do are trying to play on Mike like, you know, they don't understand like why I can't forgive and be friends with them versus Mike. Mike ain't went to the lengths some of y'all have went to. That's one of the things I could say. Why?
This fucking internet that y'all use as a buffer zone because y'all really ain't got no nuts.
And that is true, Fusion. You ain't got no nuts. You made me, a disabled person who's mentally ill, think you were here, and I'm outside waiting around on you. And you didn't even ever, you weren't even coming. This dude came down here with no knowledge, and destiny just happened to make it to where we didn't see each other that day. You know.
Myself and my gas money to go down there and try to have a sit-down conversation with this kid.
Notice how all these people refer to me as kids. I get that because they're older than me, but that's just the thing I want to bring up right there. All these people are older than me. Besides No Life Mike and some others, like Fusion, Filthy, y'all. Go find somebody that wants your fucking fucked up version of so-called help. I don't need it. I'm not in active addiction. Just because I nodded off yesterday on stream and was on stream for hours and slept some does not mean that I was actively using drugs or abusing the drugs I'm prescribed or any of that stuff. You think it is. And I don't know why life keeps putting me in those positions where you get those clips. I wish I wouldn't have went live yesterday. But, you know, not because I was fucked up or anything, but because if I had known I was going to get that tired and fall asleep from trying to do like a long live, I would have never done it.
Speak people's names.
Just like the last rare occasions where Fusion betted me to stay up all night live, him and Rex, and I failed, and I did nod off. And you know what? When I'm usually asleep at night, you know, it made sense I nodded off on that stream too. But of course, they try to say that's drug abuse, and all of it points to drug abuse when they don't know shit.
Okay, so what's your problem with it again? Because I brought up some content creators and said I ain't out here signing peace because I don't do that. I said I don't do.
Dude, and Fusion's about to admit right here that his peace treaty thing that he made me think was real. Watch, he never meant any peace. What are you talking about? They're doing this to ruin my character, don't you know?
It was a troll.
See, it was a troll. There was never going to be no peace.
Said I don't do.
That's what we do. We troll everything. Hell, we even troll ourselves. We live, eat, breathe, and sleep. Troll.
You don't. Trust me. I know you don't. You don't have to tell me that, Fusion. That's written all over you, bro. Trust me. You don't have to tell me that. That's what I'm saying. So when somebody disrespects me, and I show them, hey, look, this is a valuable lesson, Square. This is a lesson for you, not for me. I've learned my lesson. See, I
learned my lesson too. It's just that I came on YouTube and I found out that everybody else could talk to me however they wanted to. But if I dare said something back, oh God.
I learned respect a long time ago. So now I took it upon myself.
You don't get respect just because you're older than me, especially when, I mean, like at this point in time, what he's talking about, like I was more than willing trying to work things out with dude. Like I wanted No Life Mike to apologize for airing my phone call, my private phone call I thought I was having with him one-on-one. He says that I never gave him a moment to get him to tell it that it was live, but that's like something you immediately interrupt somebody even if they're talking. To tell them like, hey, you're live, you know, because you don't want them to talk about sensitive stuff on live. But you know, it is what it is. I know he did it on purpose, and if he don't want to apologize for it, I'm big enough to accept it and move on. But however, Fusion and all them continuing their shit with like knowing where I'm going and having someone locally to watch me, like my grandfather and I have put up blind over the main window because my grandfather was worried that people were watching us because of he saw one of y'all's videos where they said where Filthy had said, oh, we got someone watching him real closer than than he'll ever effing realize. And my grandpa said, I bet you he's from around here. I don't think Filthy's from around here. If Filthy was around here, it seems like the dude would have showed up here already. As much shit as I've said about him and to him. You're a perverted piece of shit old man, Filthy. You're a piece of shit. You've demonstrated homophobic, anti-Semitic, like a lot of y'all, like even though I don't even like to associate a religion on YouTube or fraternities or anything, but I mean, some of you have even been like anti-Masonic and tried to spread Masonic conspiracy theories as if I said that they were true. Like, it's clear none of you like me. You don't like me for my religion, my brotherhood I'm a part of, or for my political views. That's fine. You don't like me on my views when it comes to how YouTube and the guidelines should work. And yeah, trolls need to, this whole troll thing, like making videos on one another back and forth. If it's consensual, it'd be cool. If it's not consensual, it's not cool, bro. I'm sorry. Now, people are going to make videos on you if they want to. If you're making content, then you give people the right to critique it and react to it and stuff like that. But to take your stuff and just re-upload it, just take something. Let's say you private alive because it was an embarrassing show or something, and somebody who screen recorded it, they noticed that you don't have it up, right? So they put it up so people will then go to their channel to watch content that you no longer even want up anymore. Like, what? So your contribution to making content is by screen recording every little single live I have, and therefore if it doesn't stay up for whatever reason or another, then it's cool as long as you just put for entertainment purposes only. Like, you're still on my content. And yeah, I haven't reported everybody yet. There's so much shit to report. I've been trying to enjoy my holiday, stream some, you know, I tried to have a good stream yesterday and it ended horribly. And for anyone that was genuinely concerned about me or whatever, I'm sorry, but you need to know this about me. I go to sleep sometimes. Sometimes I will literally just go to sleep sitting up. It's a common thing with me. I also I take a lot of prescription medication. Hold on. And not only that, I also smoke medical cannabis. So yes, there's always a chance that I could I shouldn't normally, but there's always a chance staying up late or doing a late stream where I could possibly nod off. If that happens, I hope from now on in the future I plan to like leave a phone off, do not disturb or whatever, so a mod can help me. But sometimes it just happens, guys. People are not always nodding off you see on videos because of drugs. I get people, that's their first thing to think now, because here for the last couple of years, all we've seen is short clip after short clip of people doing what looks to be like regular nodding off, but we all know they're on a sidewalk, they're standing up, stuff like that, like they just took a hit of dope in their arm. Like, I don't put dope in my arms. I don't snort dope. You know, I don't fuck with dope.
So, in my day to go down there and try to have a sit down conversation.
This isn't me trying to like manipulate or nothing. This is just me telling you how it is. If you believe it, fine. If you believe I'm a drug addict, then please. All I know what to do to tell you is if you sincerely believe it, then you can go report it, whatever. And I'll get checked randomly, and then I can prove that I'm not. If you don't believe it, great. If you're unsure about it, just, getting here, I promise you, there will be a day where I'll have a random popped on me, pill count and blood test, and I will pass it with flying colors. And they'll say, yeah, but that doesn't count now. He could have done something yesterday and it'd be out of his system within 72 hours. But I didn't. And I guess y'all are just going to have to take my word for it, I guess. Or you're not, and you're going to continue to believe I'm lying. The only reason why y'all like to say this and y'all love whenever I have streams that I nod off in is because it gives your narrative some weight.
With this kid, and if he decided, hey, we're going to get silly, then goddamn right, we're going to get silly. And if
I wouldn't have decided, though, we were going to get silly. I mean, now, if you had hit me or if I'd said something disrespectful to you and you had hit me, like, I would have been, I mean, no offense, dude, like, people like, and I know no life Mike, you originally left and said that you heard me cocking a gun and everything else. That is complete bullshit, dude. The gun was already sold. The only shotgun that we had that my grandfather had locked up in his room, it's already sold. I didn't have access to it. And Not only that, I was asleep, dude. Just as hard as I was asleep yesterday, I was asleep same type of way in my bedroom that day you came here. I promise you. Promise you 130%.
His grandpa would have upped the gun. Hey, I would have grabbed the motherfucker and took it.
My grandfather ain't the type to cause confrontation. If anything, he's gonna end it.
Shot his ass with it. That's what would have happened.
Shoot me or shoot my grandpa? Man, y'all, you better not be talking about either of us.
And if I would have got shot, then hey, it would have been a good content, right?
No, wrong, man. It would have been horrible.
But if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. None of that shit happened.
I mean, that's true. Thank God.
I got in the car and I drove my ass back home and smoked a blunt.
Hey,
Okay,
so blunt on the way down too. Remember, don't now. Let's tell the whole truth. Everybody wants me to tell the whole truth all the time. Shit. Come on.
What's your problem with it again? Because I brought up some content creators and said I ain't out here signing peace treaties because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
And little me definitely. All that was a troll too. If y'all think the little me's saying that they had a deal with me and whatever, and then all of a sudden they switched to being Workyverse associates, that was planned too. That was just another thing they did to try to see how big of a blow up it would make of me for more content. That's what they love, fucking making me go through nervous breakdowns.
I said, I don't do that.
It was a troll.
I said, I don't do that.
Okay, but how do I know, Fusion, if every death threat and stuff that comes from people you hang around in your group you associate with, how do I know every single thing's a troll? Because you know what I'm waiting on with people that have trolled and been this stalkingly and won't leave me alone this much. I've never experienced it before in my life. I'm to the point now, I don't know when you're telling the truth, and then when's that going to be that rare moment when you're lying and what you're saying isn't a troll, isn't a joke, but is actually the fucking truth. That's why I'm scared as shit. Got me fucking having dreams about the fucking opening up those packages and seeing Filthy Animals logo. Like, that shit's not cool. You guys are affecting my mental health. And it's not because I won't get off YouTube and take people's advice. It's because you won't fucking do the right thing that everyone's told you to do. And that's leave the fucking, for lack of a better phrase, kid, considering your age, but young adult in reality, alone.
That offends you because I said I don't do that.
Names, people
I didn't say nobody's name.
I said when you don't speak people's names, people will take it and run with it.
Well, hey, that's because people are insecure as a motherfucker.
Who?
Whoever takes it.
It's how people say things.
Whoever takes it. If I say something in general and a motherfucker gets offended, like if I say something about dope fiends and some motherfucker gets offended, they're probably a dope fiend, right?
That could be true, but could also be true that a lot of humans have now evolved to see that those are diseases and people are stuck in the loop. So why not have more compassion for them? You know, that'd be the only other reason why I could see someone getting offended by it, because it's just like, why do you want to have us, like, you would, if you were a dope fiend, you wouldn't want to live in a society that talks about you negatively, especially when we know now that addiction's a disease. Proven.
Right. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. So if I throw out a general statement, how big is YouTube? If I throw out a general statement about me not signing peace treaties with nobody, I've seen people trying to sign peace treaties for the last fucking 3 weeks. You automatically think I'm talking about you? God, you're so lame.
Dude, I'm the only one that's been over there talking about signing a peace treaty, going to fucking
John Wick has been trying to fucking sign this peace treaty for 2 months. Are you crazy?
Who?
Ja.
John's been doing that for me.
And it was going to be all a troll. Oh, so you were going to come all the way down here and shit and have me sign something and really believe there was going to be peace, to just turn around and say, wow. Yeah, don't ever come down here to no one's invited. let it be known, no one's invited to this house ever again.
It's not.
Not that they ever were. They were technically because we get tired of getting harassed and stuff. So my grandfather said it once. I may have said it once, but you know, that was just out of frustration. What matters is right now. And right now I'm telling you, no one is allowed to come to this residence that hasn't spoken on the phone with me already and got it cleared at least 24 hours beforehand.
I've been for fucking last night. This has been going on for 2 months.
Jaw's been trolling Square for me.
Well, thank God the truth finally comes out. So Jaw and Artemis, who I finally did block here a while back, which I always had a feeling, but Jaw always has such a neat and calm voice. Like, these people know that they were manipulating me. There you hear it right there. Jaw's been doing that for me. Well, Fusion, thank you so much for admitting to being the ringleader, you know, because this audio is going to be perfect to whenever I get, it's going to happen probably right after New Year's, but or maybe before, but whenever I get all my ducks in a row per se, I plan to send this things from months and months ago that I don't even remember that I know I got, but I got to see so I know exactly what is. Like, I have been taking screenshots and stuff as this stuff has been going on since the very beginning, because something inside me made me feel like I should document. Now, there's been a lot of days and things that have happened, like probably where they have receipts of stuff that happened that I know happened, they know happened, but since I don't have the receipt, then I can't prove it per se. I can only go by that I know it happened. But there are a lot of things that I haven't even mentioned that I've been going back and finding, like when I posted on my community post that Roland, you know, as you can see, he was trying to act as a mod for me. You know, all this was a very coordinated and premeditated attack. I'm not saying No Life Mike was involved with it, but when it comes to Fusion, Roland, Boss Lady Bird, Filthy Animal, Jaw Wreck, Katana, and yeah, I want to say, even because let me tell you something. How does Miss Tracy say that she doesn't agree with the Filthy Animals thing or whatever and what he's doing, and she's acting like my friend and everything? Then I have that flub the other day where I showed that Twitter for a second and didn't mean to. I immediately told her and everything, and then people tried to make it seem out like I said she was cool with it. That's not what I said. I said the majority of people that could have possibly had their name shown on there have already told me they're all right, they forgive me, you know, or they already have their name like that on YouTube or whatever, or it's the same name they have on YouTube. There was maybe one person I knew whose actual name was on there, and I apologized to them and everything, and I meant it. Then the very next 24 to 30 something hours later, Filthy Animal makes a post trying to reach out to my counselors like they're going to talk to him anyways, when, number one, dude, remember, I'm an adult. I'd have to sign off a release for them to talk to you with you about me, and I'm not signing any release. I can't even sign a release. You'd have to give them your actual information. So if you want to talk to my counselor so much, Filthy Animal, instead of making those community posts trying to act like you are, send me your private information or send it to the FCC office. That way I don't have it. And then let them look at everything. And then once they see that I'm telling the truth, they'll forward it for me to the police.
That's what I'm talking about. All these peace treaties that's been going on, all of them. So if it's you, then I'm talking about you, motherfucker.
There is no fucking peace treaty. It's a goddamn troll.
Listen to a 40-year-old argue to like a No Life Mike, no disrespect, but I want to say No Life Mike would be in his mid-30s or something, or maybe early 30s. But listen to a 40-year-old argue to a younger person who's got more self-respect and dignity for them, their own selves, than this guy definitely has.
I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a troll. I never claimed.
We're not still trying to be. We're not still trying to be things that we thought were cool when we were kids. Obviously Fusion, when he was a kid and he first heard of the trolling, he thought it was so cool. So that's why it's his side hobby now.
To be a troll. What don't you understand about that?
He must have.
Nobody's saying.
Also, he must have been bullied heavily and stuff, because he's taking it all out on people he quote unquote trolls.
You were a troll.
People give my fucking opinion, my real honest opinion, without no agenda. I don't try to get women on that have been victims and
exactly that have been painted as victims by me. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna upload this video and Square's gonna think that I got her to talk to me or paid her or whatever, and when he says it, I'm gonna tell him he's so wrong or whatever. Well, you didn't get to do that because somebody beat you to your little plan and told me that there are videos you found. And I mean, in this age of social media and her talking about Scientology, there's no, I mean, of course, in videos that are obviously were made to get sympathy, she's going to talk bad about me. She's not going to tell the truth, as if, there were, now that she probably knows that, unless y'all are hiding my channel or whatever from her, she knew, because I had told her sister or someone before to let her know that she would get my life insurance if something did happen to me. That was still back before I went into rehab in 2019. So I hope she gets to know that some random assholes on the internet that decided to fuck with me this year ruined that for her.
just use it for fucking clout.
Even though I really don't need to leave it to her now anyways, that I'm fucking out of rehab. I just never did change it.
And then pass them on off and don't fucking talk to them and don't care because I used their story already.
Yeah, that's all y'all do about the women. And then you got the nerve to go privately and text me. And yeah, the world's going to see that too. You posting pictures of my ex-wife to me, trying to make me man shame me like she's going to fuck you or you're already fucking her, dude. Fusion, you are pathetic as a 40-year-old man.
No, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I speak my opinion about people like that. I think you're one of the biggest fucking male manipulators on this whole fucking platform, honestly.
Amen. And let me tell you how he is. Amen. Because back when everyone was making fun of Johnny Goble and thinking that he might be worse than what we all realized, Fusion was a frequent, anybody that hung around in scooters or anything like that, like Fusion acted friendly towards everybody, even me. And there was a whole bunch of content that he had that I remember he used to have up. And then somehow during another, after peace was made, I guess, and when JG got his first paint set and everything, and it was becoming like the right thing to do to apologize to JG for that, I'll say person starts with it has to really do, from what I know, it has to do with somebody from his hometown or whatever that was on YouTube once. So I don't want to talk about them, but basically, so I apologized to him and everything, just like everybody else did. And then next thing you know, like, I've seen another video where Johnny has argued and got on to Fusion. And then Johnny's in a video on a panel with him, and he says Worky are strong. Like, Johnny, you're the biggest hypocrite, probably bigger than Fusion, I think I've ever met. Like, I've never seen somebody who says they were so anti-bullying, but then you starred in that cameo. What? Like, dude, every time I spoke with you, I never recorded any of your phone calls. Every single time. Like, I was always honest and tried to be cool with Danny, Mr. Parker. I always was cool with Mr. Frazier. And I am not gonna lie to you, Johnny. Yeah, when you said that fucking concerning message, I sent it to Keith. I sent it to him. You know, hell, back on the original community post, you can see where it says type the message is my name. You can see it was from my phone. Like, I did send it. And that's not me snitching. That's me looking out for somebody for the right thing. Because at the time, man, you were like, one day you were cool, the next day, you know, you were going to take care of it all the right way. Like, taking care of stuff the right, lawful way isn't going online and making a bunch of puff up videos and talking a bunch of fuck around, find out type language. I mean, that's just not, the two don't go together. I'm sorry. It's like oil and water. It just don't mix. I mean, you can try to make it mix, but it's going to look real shitty. So, you know, I apologize and everything because, yeah, I had heard and seen that person that if they passed away, rest in peace. But, you know, I'm not getting into all that. My point is that, you know, like, I was talking to Johnny Gopal and trying to get his story from his perspective and everything. And all he did was thinking probably I was there for somebody or some channel, and he just talked to me. And then it was later on when I was getting bullied and they were sending cops to my house, he called me, he said, and he talked to me and he acted like, man, I just want to let you know that I do forgive you for real. And you know, and I thought good about it and everything. And I've seen what he's been doing here lately has been good. And then all of a sudden here now, we know of another issue that happened, unfortunately, for an older person that a lot of us respect and love. And I know I do. And this person has helped JG so much. And he was disrespectful the other night in a chat, bringing it up in someone else's chat, other shit. Something that I've done before and been guilty of, so I know all about it. And you don't want to do that. But these people going around chats wherever I say hey and stuff, and then bringing their shit of attacking me, and then they cause me to respond back because I don't want to feel like I'm weak or whatever, then I feel, that's why I apologize to Mr. Deaver and stuff, because I did not intend for any of that stuff to happen. And I guarantee you these people are sitting all on their other panels that are sniping me saying, oh, yes, he did. You know, I don't even watch their stream snipes or nothing. When I said I'm not engaging, I mean I'm completely not engaging with them one-on-one.
I think you use Xana May. I think you use Miss Tracy. I think you'll use.
That would be a big 10-4. How could he have? That's the funny thing. He took Xaname's spot against cyber mobbing while doing it towards me and being a mod for PBR. Connect those dots, people, and figure it out.
Use your motherfucking grandma if it'll get your ass a fucking panel full of people and a fucking large number in your fucking
make
chat.
Emojis out of other content creators you don't like just because you know it'll fuck with them mentally. Like, we know this guy like gets triggered easily when he gets bullied and stuff. So let's keep doing it. Like, dude, you are scum.
If you want to be a hunter,
you have no idea what I do behind the scenes.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You probably work most of the time, keep to yourself, and bullshit. The times you're not working and doing your responsibilities and things you got to do in life, you're actively on a computer fucking around with people, bullshitting. That's what you're doing.
Do actually, I kind of do.
You kind of don't.
Actually, I kind of do. You might want to do your
Offer
homework.
people $400 to get in contact with my ex-wife, find out who she is. Like, you do shit like that. You're weird.
I kind of
You're
do.
a stalker and a cyber stalker.
Oh, I got the fucking receipts.
Oh, we know, Fusion. You're always one to say, I got some receipts, because you're always sitting around waiting for something, and then you like to take pictures of it, and it could have been nothing. It could have been just a little bruh, but you'll be like, oh, I got the receipts on that one. Actually, you always try to act like you have all the knowledge, but you act like receipts can't be manipulated.
I got it.
agree too. I got plenty of your fucking shit. Okay? Plenty of your private fucking chats, bro. So keep talking.
Okay.
Please release them.
And?
Please release them.
Yeah. You manipulating piece of shit.
Who manipulated who? I didn't manipulate anybody.
You manipulated me and whoever else he's talking about, because I know he's not talking about me right just now. He's probably talking about somebody else you manipulated. He's got chats on.
Tried to manipulate everybody you could, long as you don't come on your panel.
Who? I got that shit about Tracy dropped in my lap. I'm the one that went to Tracy and told her about it because nobody else would.
Yeah, okay. All right, bro. Hey, spin your narrative, but you ain't gonna put a
There
little
is no.
Wow. I just can't believe it. That was today. My recovery streams will be serious, and I will make sure I don't smoke weed when I do them. Don't make jokes about it. That's why the cloud bot got you. Yeah, y'all don't use spamming caps or nothing. And I did use Theraply. That's all right. So I guess I got to get some people up out of here. I got no problem with No Life Mike. No Life Mike was talking all kinds of shit and mocking you. Okay, are you talking about me? Explain then before I get you blocked, just for your name in general. Let me get Chance up out of here. How am I going to agree when he showed up to harass me? How do I know that when he showed up, he actually didn't say, hey, and have a different mindset? You don't know that. Got to get rid of all these damn. I guess I ain't got no mods in here tonight. CTG, as long as you stay cool and you don't, be disrespectful towards me or nobody else, I ain't got no problem with you. Yeah, I see you, Daddy Yankee, but I don't know for how long. Oh, I'm a dope head. Okay, well, thank you, filthy animal, but no thank you. Fuck you, dude. Because you say the same thing, and you know I'm not. Yeah, okay. So I need Army to come to the live as soon as she can. Because if y'all are really gonna call me a dope head and shit, like, I'll show you fucking dope head. Like, I'll straight up go and demand for the damn emergency room to do a drug test or something, whatever, on me. And then not only that, after I prove you wrong, then I don't know. Maybe I should turn you in. I don't know, for real, because this is some bullshit. I'm tired of people fucking flip flopping. I see you, little hillbilly. Just hold on, man. I'm doing something right now. Yeah, I've got Streamlabs OBS because it's the best streaming software for me instead of to do panels. Like this is some bullshit. So No Life Mike said I'm a dopehead. Let me hear this. Let me. I gotta hear this. If that's the case, then that's fine. You know, if people are going to assume I'm a dopehead, then I do not appreciate that at all.
I was broke, maybe.
Oh shit. Another reason why I sat here and laid down like that earlier while I was on camera because I felt so weird.
No, not from Houston.
Yeah, I'm just asleep. That's it. I literally fell asleep talking.
Until somebody tried to cheat.
I came back awake there.
Yeah, he was still fuck up when he came back on to make this video.
And I decided, should I stream or should I not?
You should have went with not.
Okay, well, I made a bad stream, y'all. But shit, just because I nodded off doesn't mean I'm on drugs. Y'all are wrong. You know what? That's cool. I mean that's cool though. For real. That is cool. That is oh so cool, man. You know? It's so cool. I need to get it straight shooting to make sure, see if he wants to do this recovery stuff together or not, because what I'm going to be doing is, since the StreamYard has the webinar feature, we're going to have it's going to be a private stream, right? Almost like a Zoom conference sort of type thing. And the only recording of it that'll be is the one from if I host or straight host. I mean, we can switch it up, you know, whatever. I may have to host, but the thing about it is these streams are not going to be intended to be recorded by others who, I don't care if you're attending the stream or you sneak in somehow because somebody gives you the link or whatever, like that would be bad, because then you're going to be taking people's recovery stories, which are, you know, sacred to share in the group, and you're going to ruin the whole purpose of what a group is by putting that shit out there for sensationalism. So that's why I say that anybody thinking about joining these recovery streams, be very, very sure that you're, because I'm going to draw something up that you're going to sign. You're going to sign it. And people may argue and say, "Oh, it's not legal," whatever. Well, we'll let that play out, I guess, if we have to. But you're gonna make you're gonna agree that you will not do such and such and such and such, and if you do it, you can bet your ass that you're gonna be taken and sued over it, because we're not gonna have people come and have the bravery to share their recovery details and story, and just to have people make fun of it and make it like into a fucking joke. Like, it's not funny. Making fun of my mom being dead is not funny. You know, let me tell you something, guys. If it was the year 2019, I had a car, money, and everything, and this shit started then, you know what? I would be so fucked up right now. I would be literally. I bet you if I could get a hold of some roxycodones, I would. But I would be so fucked up and depressed. Who knows? Good Lord, what might happen if this had happened at any other time, like where I was actually in a position where I could hurt myself or another. I'm not in that position, you know. So that's what's crazy, is I'm not even in that position right now. Like, it's just crazy that everybody automatically assumes that E or Square is a dopehead. I'm a dopehead because I smoke pot. Okay, well then I guess I'm a dopehead if that's how you classify it. I'm a dopehead for what? Because I take medicine that's legally prescribed to me that I need because I have a body and I know what my body feels like, and so I take it, and it's technically a controlled substance, so therefore I'm a dopehead because of that. Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'm a dopehead. If I'm a dopehead because I also have another medicine I take that's also controlled, just not as controlled, that's for nerve attacks, panic attacks, you know, I'm a dopehead because of that. Well, then I guess I'm a dopehead. If I'm a dopehead because I take something that helps rebalance the chemicals in my brain because I have mental illness and major depressive disorder that's recurrent, meaning it comes back and goes on and on and on and on and on all the damn time, then I'm a dopehead for taking the damn duloxetine too. So I guess under all those definitions, sure, I'm a dopehead. But other than those substances just listed, there's nothing else in this dude's bloodstream that I can guarantee with 100,000% certainty. There's not an extra amount of anything, even right now, that's going to be cleaned out in time for a drug test for those that are going to throw that theory out there. They're going to say everything they want to say. But if you seriously think that I might have taken, like, say, an extra Ativan or pain med yesterday, that wouldn't have affected me like that. If I had the Ativan could have put me to sleep like that, sure, and nod off, helped with it. But the opioid, no. I've taken, I take those all the time throughout the day when I'm out doing stuff, even and stuff. I got to remember to take them, especially because I'm actively doing stuff, and they have never made me tired or sleepy. Now, back in the old days, the old opiates, whenever I'd take an opioid, you'd get that warm, fuzzy feeling, and I'd want to close my eyes and literally just sit there and almost look like I'm nodding. But actually, I was fully aware and just fully warm and felt so good. That's how I used to escape. That was my version of escaping. So I know when I'm got my eyes closed and head tilted down and doing it because I'm experiencing a high versus when I'm watching it happened to me in real time because I'm tired or etc. Or maybe I smoked a little bit too much on top of everything. That's what's up, Daniel. You have a good night, man. I ain't nothing dead, dumb genius. But James, if you're interested in that recovery stream, that's awesome. I've got to get with Straight Shooting. I'm horrible about staying in contact. He's told me to reach out to him. That was a couple weeks back, and I have not reached out to him. I've been horrible. So if you see this Straight, just let you know. I apologize, bro. But I will be reaching out to him if he's not able to participate or doesn't want to for whatever reason. I will ask him if he doesn't mind if I still use the name. If he says yes, then it'll be Square Shooting's recovery stream without Straight. Sadly, I hope Straight wants to be a part of it because I really want to tell the stories I've had of thoughts of relapse when I first got out of rehab. Thoughts of doing things while I was in rehab. I want to share a lot, if not all of my stories, because there's nothing I don't mind sharing. And see, that's been my downfall on here sometimes, is because people will weaponize things I share. They will say, oh, he's been charged for SA when I haven't. I was only under the suspicion because of a girl who cheated on her husband with me and then told him. He then decided to beat her up and threaten her with her kids if she didn't make the report while she was drunk, mind you, in which she threw up on the officer's vehicle. All of that was documented, and then when I got out the next day and got the phone call, got it recorded, and told the officer everything I learned, he was stunned because obviously she did reach out to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about his vehicle getting thrown up on and everything. So that never even got filed. I mean, maybe it was in the works of getting filed because of, but whatever, but it didn't. And I had my DNA taken, and I'm sure they ran my DNA through the system and nothing hit because I've never been involved in any crimes in my life and never am going to. See you, man. See ya. Wow. Wow. Filthy Animal Fusion or MC1 type this, PD, or one of their minions, but it's not the point. The point is this is what it's like to be the target of a hate campaign. And you don't even have 1,000 subs. Back in the day, And that comment affects me. Back in the day, I'd probably react very badly to it. Hell, I may even, back in the day, had thought over what they'd said. But just like I couldn't hurt anybody physically, it's hard for me to even hurt myself. It was very hard whenever I tried to kill myself by bleeding to death. It was very painful. And I ultimately just couldn't stop doing it once I saw myself in the mirror. I snapped out of it. But this is okay, people. I mean, this is what people do. They don't want you to see you succeed or rise above or prove your truth to people. They want more negative to happen with you. Thank you, Daniel. You take care, man. Robin Williams. And the sad thing is, Robin Williams brought so much laughter to people, and he was dealing with depression like I was and killed himself. You're a twisted fuck, you know that? Whoever made that name up. You're a twisted fuck. And I'll tell you this. As hard as it is, I want to wish you a peaceful and merry, happy New Year and holiday. Because somebody that has so much hate in them must be feeling so bad, and I'm so sorry for you. If I could take it or take on some of it from you, I would. I'm sorry I can't, and that you had to take it out on me.